Welcome to the Right On. Welcome to the Right On Sports Show. There are many sports shows out there, but this one is Right On. Four guys giving each other hell about sports and their sometimes questionable choice of teams. Featuring the head of the table, Kyle Wright, the king of shit takes, Marcus Wisner, the show's resident asshole, Nick Gurley, and finally, doing all the dirty work, the show bitch himself, Drew Gorman. How these guys all get along, we may never know. But let's try to find out. Let's get started.
Woo! Welcome everybody to the Right On Sports Show. We've got a hell of a show in store today. Kyle Wright, Nick Gurley, Drew Gorman, Marcus Wisner back at it. We got a hell of a show today, guys. We're talking Go-to-Goats.
What?
We're talking Michael Jordan.
What?
Peyton Manning.
What?
Walter Payton.
What?
Barry Bonds.
What?
Russell Wilson.
What?
Carson Wentz.
What?
Marcus Wisner.
What?
And Stone Cold Steve Austin's return to the squared circle. And that's the bottom line because the Right On Sports Show said so. Oh, we're coming in hot.
Yes.
What's up, boys? Marcus, it's good to have you back.
What's up, boys? I feel like it's been a hell of a long time since I've been back on here.
It's
Yeah,
been
a lot of
87
energy.
years.
Yeah, a lot of energy. The only person not bringing energy today is Marcus.
Wow.
Yeah.
And apparently,
Talk about a boner killer right
know.
now. Whoa, Marcus, how you doing?
yeah,
it's good.
it's good to be back.
Yeah, I love it.
And as of right now, since we play stupid games, I have to jump in the pool after this. I don't think I'm gonna play.
That's an air high five, Drew.
Sorry, I'm updating the counts.
I don't think I'm gonna play with you guys.
The counts are
anymore.
done. The counts are done. This is not the election. We're not counting votes after we cut it off.
I was told the mail-in votes come in
okay.
later.
The mail-in votes come in at 2 a.m., and then we'll have a solidified Goat election. And just so you guys know, LeBron James won the whole thing.
Ooh,
Yeah.
shouts out to Jake McGowan already coming with the heat on Marcus on his first show back.
I know, dude.
Let me just
Holy
say,
hell.
having COVID sucks as much as the Cowboys clock management in the playoffs.
Hey, at least you get to watch the Right On Sports Show.
Can I
There's
say
worse places
this?
than COVID.
I do have to say, I have to jump in the pool, and I would love, like, I know, like, everybody's like, hey, I want, like, a fireman to, like, save me and stuff, but I can't swim, so, McGowan,
Yep.
we're off Thomas Drive. You want to come over here? Save me, but you got to take your shirt off.
Yep, and kiss him because you have COVID.
And I'm gonna be drowning, and I'm just gonna, I will spit water out of my mouth as soon as you kiss me.
He's going to need COVID CPR.
COVID CPR.
Just use the show bitch over there. You make him do something around there.
Yeah,
I
I don't
agree.
want him to kiss me.
Oh my God! Let's tell the pre-show story. So Nick and I were like, we're hungry, and we have a show bitch. For that
Dude.
reason,
Dude.
we have a secretary. Like you're pretty much our secretary. You do
Dude.
everything, pretty much everything a secretary should do.
He doesn't.
You should, but we go today, and he says he's out of bed.
Bro, I'm typing the message. Jake.
Hey,
So-
heal up quick, man.
Yeah, heal up quick. COVID sucks.
Yeah.
It sucks to have. So we're in our group chat, and we're like, "Hey, Drew, we're hungry. Bring us food." And Drew's like, "Oh, I'm broke." Brr."
Broke is a joke, bro.
So me being me, of course, I respond with, "Damn, bro, that sucks." Anyway, I'll get a full.
Yeah.
Spitting my order too.
Full chicken tender sub.
What's funny is I ordered also, we both went to go get a sandwich.
We got our own
And then,
sandwiches. By
yeah,
the way.
and then
Bullshit.
Drew texted us and said, "Hey, I'm in line. What do y'all want?"
He must have walked into the.
Too late there, Drew. Holy
Yeah.
crap.
Well,
No.
the funny thing is, he went into the Publix that we were in, and he had to have walked in as we were walking out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
we did. Yeah, and
stood
we
in
walked
line.
out the entrance because we're those kinds of people.
Yeah.
I walked in the exit.
Did you? Maybe that's
I wonder if it was like couple of idiots.
yeah. Maybe that's what it was.
A bunch of jackasses. Oh, Marcus, are you ready to die on the mountain with me, or do you want to start on the other one?
Let's do it, man. Hey, I'm tippity top of the mountain. Let's just
Hold on,
roll this summit
wait.
way
Are
off.
y'all like trying to waste time as you're about to pick against Michael Jordan?
Yeah.
You've got to be kidding.
Yeah, that's fine. You still didn't make it in the cup.
Let's do it, man. Let's do it.
Still staying dry after.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, so goat of goats, Michael Jordan versus Peyton Manning. Michael Jordan wins overwhelmingly 48-5 in the vote count. However, I want us to defend our picks because I picked Peyton Manning.
You can't believe that. You're a LeBron James
well,
guy.
here we go.
There
right?
it is. He's
Okay.
a LeBron.
In
Yeah,
no
he's
way.
a LeBron James fan over Jordan.
Drew, you don't get to talk. All right.
Okay. Okay.
No, I'm just saying we voted LeBron out because we don't like him. Right? There's no way
so
Leo
you don't like
Messi's
Jordan?
beating LeBron. These people don't
Oh
watch.
yeah, I'm
these-
gonna tell you right now.
Go ahead.
After today's performance, there is no way in God-giving hell that Lionel Messi beats LeBron James. You know how I know?
What?
Ask any of these people who voted for Lionel Messi what his touch percentage today against Real Madrid was. I guarantee you they won't even know. They're like, "What the hell is a touch percentage?"
See, what's awesome is I always thought his name was Lionel, and I thought it was Real Madrid. And he's
Real.
proved me right. Yeah, apparently that's why I don't watch soccer.
So they voted against LeBron because they don't like him. So basically, I was like, okay, so like we put this agenda there, and it's everybody's opinion. So if we're gonna do personal belief, that's cool. Like, hey, let's vote people out because we don't like them. Let's see, Michael Jordan, a human piece of garbage. Human piece of garbage, like liquefied garbage. How many times has he gotten
Just because he's competitive?
people in his own community killed over a pairs of shoes that he's put out?
Boy. Well, hey, the Right On Sports Show will be back in a week. After
Yeah.
this.
Yeah. So, by the way, I'm glad I can't type this because I'll spend like 17 days in Facebook jail.
Our next episode will be when I'm there live.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to the penitentiary, baby. The Facebook penitentiary. No, I'm just pointing it out that.
So you're essentially
I'm
saying that you only voted for Peyton Manning because
to
you
be a
hate Michael
petty
Jordan.
piece of garbage.
Gotcha.
No, I'm gonna tell you right now, Nick. I had a full-blown petty plan today. I was gonna make about 150 fake Facebook accounts join the sports group just to vote for Peyton Manning, just to watch his ass get voted out. I was fully planned. If I didn't have a busy work day, that was gonna happen. You're like, what happened here? Why is Peyton Manning beat Michael Jordan? Well, I don't know.
Yeah, Colton Thursby, you're right. Republicans buy sneakers too.
I don't know what the hell he's talking about.
Yes.
And then I'm gonna leave it here. Peyton Manning's dad's still alive,
Oh,
and maybe that's deep. Maybe that's deep.
Ouch.
We all know the rumors.
boy.
We all know the rumors. Michael Jordan got in gambling debt. Father got murdered.
Oh, boy.
He
I'm
ran
just
away to
saying
try to play
also-
baseball because there's more money in baseball, so he
I'm
can pay
just
off his
saying
debt
too.
quicker.
I got a question for you, Nick.
Yes,
Maybe
sir.
You can answer because I'm sure you voted for Michael Jordan. How many finals appearances did he make without Scottie Pippen?
What?
I honestly have no idea.
I'll give you a
Zero?
hint.
I believe it's zero.
It's the same as Drew's batting average in a tournament. It's a fucking goose egg. It's zero.
Hey. Let's see you play.
Hey, you'll see me in a few weeks.
Oh,
right.
so
Oh, we
that's
need to do another one of
so
the
that
right-on
that's
batting practices.
I guess that's why LeBron James lost. Couldn't win in the
LeBron-
finals by himself. He had to go get put on a super
Yeah.
team just like Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. Okay. Then
Yeah,
guess
that's
what?
literally
Peyton
not what
Manning and Messi deserve to win.
Yeah,
there it
Peyton-
is.
Peyton Manning.
LeBron.
We're gonna overrule
That
the
is
40
exactly what happened.
We're going to
That's
overrule the
exact-
43 votes. and-
Yeah.
LeBron- yeah.
No, we're
That's
not.
it.
Yeah, we're about to Putin this whole bracket. We're about to just take over the whole thing with it. Anyways, the point is literally like LeBron took a team to the finals that had Mo Williams, Boobie Gibson, Zadrunas Agauskas, and Antoine Jameson.
Yeah, but how many did he win with those guys?
And guess
He
what?
didn't win anything because he played a Spurs team that's with one of the best trios in NBA history.
Okay. All
in
right.
their prime.
So what did
In their prime.
he have to do? What did he have to do to win?
He had to ball out.
Nope. They got swept that series. What did he have to do to win? He had to go to
He had
Miami.
to play. He had to play good.
He had to go to Miami.
No, he went to play with
He
Dwayne
had
Wade.
to, he had to
as
go.
BFF.
Yeah, with one of the nastiest threesomes ever.
Okay, listen,
I mean-
I understand that. I understand that. And I get that argument for LeBron James, but people acting like Michael Jordan didn't go say, I want Dennis Rodman, one of the greatest players in the NBA at that point. Went out
Was
and got
he?
him. Went out and got, yeah, absolutely. Dennis Rodman was an all-star before he got to Chicago.
Okay.
He was part of the Pistons.
Yeah. It was Scottie Pippen that wasn't, right?
Scottie Pippen.
Yeah.
They drafted Scottie Pippen, and
Yeah.
before Scottie Pippen did there, Michael Jordan really barely did he ever get out of the first round without Scottie Pippen. There's something to look up. I think Michael Jordan has been knocked out of the first round more than LeBron has.
I'm not sure.
I don't know. There's a number to look up. I'm not here to talk good about LeBron. I'm here to say
That you're upset that LeBron didn't win.
LeBron got knocked out. I'm upset because of why LeBron got knocked out.
No, I think it's more so
it's
the fact that people voted against him because it's a personal, like, I don't personally like him, and then they just voted him out.
We could have
yeah,
put
but
LeBron
I don't
against
know
Dak
if that's
Prescott and he
exactly
would've
the
lost.
only reason. I disagree with that. But
That's
I mean, he got
definitely
put
the
up
reason.
against honestly the number 2 player in it. Arguably, I know maybe Marcus will say something different, but the number 2 player in his sport.
No, and I agree with that. But if you sat
And
there,
so is LeBron, though. Like, that's why
Yeah.
it was so close.
right, and I understand that. But how many votes did they have? It was, what was it, 35 for Messi, or was it
35 to 33 or 35 to
Okay.
32 or something
out
like
of
that.
those 35? 33 of them don't know three things about Messi.
That's fair.
But we put him on there.
Yeah, you put him on there, but if you say name 3 things about Lionel Messi outside of the stats that you provided, they'll be like,
I put him
He's
in there.
short,
I can't name 2 things.
and that's about it.
Well, I mean, you put him.
I mean,
I can't sit here and say that I know like all his stats or anything, but I do know that I've looked up soccer stats, and he is ranked in the top 10 in almost every category.
I think that more what he's getting to is, well, LeBron's like top 3 in every category in basketball.
Sure, but I am going to say this, that at the very beginning of this, you talked about putting in characteristics and stuff like
go
that
ahead.
into this.
That's
so
fine.
You can't be upset when they use your metrics against your
that's
favorite
fine.
players.
No, and I've acknowledged that. That's cool. That's cool. And I mean, there's worse people in this thing to lose to than Leo Messi. I mean, Leo's
It's a lot worse.
Oh, there's a
Yeah.
lot worse people to lose to.
Yeah.
But I know, just like what Marcus said, that the votes were not for Messi, and that's why this is not legit. Whoever Messi faces in the next round, he's going to get crushed.
Who is it? You know?
I don't know. I don't want to
Yeah, let's
spoil
look
it.
at it.
Yeah, who
Tiger
knows?
Woods.
It's Tiger. No, it's not Tiger Woods. It was whoever faced off on the same day.
Why do
Is
you
it?
yell?
Oh, I think
Tiger
it's like-
Woods!
Oh, it's Bo Jackson.
Oh,
See, I would give that to
yeah.
Leo too.
Bo
but
Jackson's
sorry.
going to destroy
Yeah, I'm
him.
giving that.
I mean,
I'm giving that to Messi too.
Seeing our group of voters, yes. Any baseball player that goes up against anybody that doesn't play baseball is going to get demolished.
We just listen. All he's saying is those votes were not for Messi; they were against LeBron, which is cool. You could do that.
Sure.
You could do that because I guarantee you, like he said, out of those 35 votes, 30 people have never watched a fucking minute of soccer.
Maybe.
I'm just because I never have. I
I've
voted for
watched
Ronaldo.
a minute. I mean,
Yeah,
I have.
you
Well,
get it.
yeah, I mean,
You get it.
I get it.
You
But
get it. That's just all we wanted to get into. Michael Jordan advances by a razor-thin margin, and that's because
42 votes.
by a razor-thin margin of 43 votes, and me
48
being a
to
nice
5.
person and not manipulating the count. Because I feel like that says 50 Peyton Manning.
yeah, I got to squint.
Let's go ahead and I'll delete that poll so damn fast.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Oh yes. Okay.
Oh.
Next, we are
Next
going to
one.
go the new age Grant Bambino, basically Barry Bonds versus Walter Payton.
This
Sweetness
Got heated.
This was a very heated debate here.
This is a tough one. This is
Yeah.
I mean, because there's really you can defend him, but you can't at the same time.
Who, Barry?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm a Barry voter.
I'll defend Barry to the day I die.
I want to hear this. I want to hear this.
I was about to say, let's go ahead. I couldn't do it because he cheated.
And
Period.
literally-
That's my whole thing. He
Yeah,
cheated.
I think, man.
Oh,
in that-
he was
in
an
the era
all-star
where he
before he did anything.
He was.
Yeah, he
No,
he was.
I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about the time frame where they said that he took steroids. It was literally an era. It was a steroid era of HEH and everything.
If you didn't
Sure.
do it,
And
you weren't cool.
Also,
Do you
too,
like Alex Rodriguez?
I'm also gonna say this too. Until
Mark
Major
McGwire?
League Baseball punishes the Houston Astros for doing what the fuck they did, Barry Bonds gets a free pass.
It's hard to disagree on that.
It is,
one.
I mean,
all right,
give me a trash can.
We have found common ground there. But
Also, I will say this too. I will throw something out here because I love throwing the little stats out there. So before
Numbers, no.
So before the 1994 strike that had happened, Major League Baseball attendance dropped 19%. When the steroid era was accumulated with the stats of it, by the time it hit 2002, 13% of Major League Baseball attendance increased because of what? People
Home
were
runs.
hitting the crap out of the
Okay,
ball.
now I can say this. I totally
Steroid era
agree.
saved baseball.
I
It
am
saved
not.
it.
I am not saying that I think that.
Just talking to Zach Lesnar. Thumbs up on that comment.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm not,
but I'm
not
about to
saying,
reply to him.
Yeah,
Let's go Heat.
I'm not saying that I think that Barry Bonds wasn't a great player or he didn't save baseball or whatever. If you want to take steroids, take them. But I think they should be legal to everybody if you're going to do it.
Yeah.
It's not
there was
legal,
also-
though. It wasn't legal. It's not legal. He cheated, period. It
Was
doesn't
it- do you
matter. I
remember-
mean, you only know Barry Bonds based solely on the fact that he owns the home run record. That's it. That's what he's most known for. He owns the home run record.
There was,
And he did
there
that
was a
during
report-
steroids, period.
In 2006, there was a report during the steroid era that 234 players were quote unquote taken HGH or steroids or something. Out of that amount, only 37 were suspended.
Okay, but I can also say this, that I can in that same era, someone who did not do steroids would be by far a better GOAT than somebody who did.
You know who was also on that list? Hall of Famer David Ortiz was on that list.
Yeah, I don't like him either. I mean,
So-
and guess what? He's not on this list either because he's not a GOAT either.
I'm
Unless
not
we're
so
talking about
sure.
a GOAT of DHing.
That's how you know this was a weak class this year and a steroid class. I don't think David Ortiz should have been a first ballot.
I don't think
I'm
he
gonna
should
tell you
have been
right
first
now,
ballot
though.
either.
I'm gonna tell you right now that if the shift was happening when Barry Bonds was playing, like there would be no, like he still would hit. The
You know
shit out of
what?
the ball.
I'm glad you said that because this is, I mean, as of right now, who do we have? We have Barry Bonds 1, right?
Well, he's up by 9. Yeah.
Yeah,
So Barry Bonds wins.
yeah.
Yeah,
I know we talked
Barry's
about
in
10,
advance.
within 10. Barry.
I feel like within 10s, that's within 5 is where.
yeah,
we
I was about
should-
to, yeah, because within
Walter
10's a
Payton's
lot.
not even the best running back in the NFL history. So let's move on.
I want to get I want to defend my Bonds pick, and we've talked about this many times, and people that voted against Barry Bonds today have defended other people, saying that the hardest thing to do in sports is the hit of baseball.
Sure.
And Barry Bonds still did that. Barry Bonds hit 73 of these in one season. I know, and whatever, he juiced up. Cool. Baseball needs it. You guys acknowledged it. Baseball needs steroids. I wish they'd make it legal. I wish they would just say, all right, do it. You're a strike away from being soccer, and then here we go. We'll be voting for people we don't know.
As of right now,
against-
we don't even have a.
I want pitchers to use
Have a
spider
sport
tack
at this point.
and I want hitters to use steroids. Let's make it fun.
Yeah, make baseball fun.
Have
I was
Roger
gonna say
Clemens
again,
out. I
but-
mean, just have the pitchers take it, throwing 109.
Let's give them steroids. Give the pitcher sticky stuff. Who wants tickets?
This will be like NFL Blitz in the MLB. You remember that game from back in the day?
love it.
Where they used to like beat
Where they
the
would
hell out of
beat
each
the
other.
crap out of
Yeah,
each
yeah,
other?
yeah,
It was
yeah.
Slugfest.
Yeah.
MLB Slugfest. Best
love that.
That's
baseball
what it
game of
was.
all time.
Well, he was saying
Yep.
NFL Blitz.
NFL.
Well, Blitz is the same
But
way,
yeah,
but you know
same way,
MLB
yeah.
Slugfest.
MLB
Yeah, you
Yes.
could like slide and punch him in the head.
I remember you would get hit. You'd get hit, and your guy would catch on fire, and he'd go and charge the mound, and then they'd hear, and all you see is the second baseman like, oh, 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 oh.
Oh yeah, that was such a great game.
And then
Oh,
it would
my
pan
goodness.
over to like you didn't know who won the fight. Either the pitcher's laying on the ground or the batter's laying on the ground. It's 50-50 coin toss. Bring that game back. Can we all agree? Bring back Major League Baseball Slugfest.
Yes.
And LeBron's
Yeah.
the greatest basketball player of all time.
No,
Yep,
he's
okay,
not.
moving
Oh
on.
my God.
Let's move on.
Oh.
So our
Moving
next,
on.
our next thing here is
Oh.
oh yeah.
Transition. Thank you guys for being a part of the Go to Goats conversation in the Wright Sports Group. We're having a lot of fun with it. Honestly, I love the debates that's sparking up. I love the heat that's getting generated from this. And we've made a few friends along the way, haven't we, Nick?
We have Kyle Albritton. It's a good thing you're a Gator.
That's like the opposite end of a friend. But yeah, that's kind of
It's
where
a
I
good
was.
thing you're a Gator. No,
Well,
yeah, we
normally whenever I do my vote, I just look for where Kyle Albritton voted, and I vote the other
Opposite?
side.
Who
Yeah.
did you vote for in that,
You know
by the
what's
way?
funny is Colton Thursby and myself have actually agreed on one thing, and that was our Walter Payton over Bonds pick.
Wow.
I picked Barry Bonds.
The world
That's
is
awesome.
different now. I opened up my eyes, and it opened up my eyes to all new things.
All it took was a
Wow.
Go to Goats tournament and $5 gas.
yeah,
Bonds
we
and
are,
Jordan.
boys.
You picked Bonds.
Bonds and Jordan.
So it would have gone 3-1 anyway.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
you know what? I guess y'all like cheaters. Whatever. I mean, I
Hey.
guess that's why Tiger Woods goes through. That's why all these
Yeah.
goats
and
get to do whatever they want. and
Absolutely.
nothing ever happens.
Damn lucky Carlos Correa's not in this. He's going all the way.
Hey.
But now we're going to get on to our next segment, and that is going to be
The death of baseball.
the death of baseball. Yeah. Dun, dun, dun.
It's dead. It's over, right? I mean,
They just canceled another week. The second week of baseball is canceled.
we're canceled till April 14th. I'm losing interest as every day goes by.
I am also, honestly. I'm sitting here. I did earlier some figuring on with and without Freddie Freeman for the Atlanta Braves, and it took a lot for me to just get motivated, just to start writing their names down.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like at this point, and I know Marcus and I are going to argue on this one, so that's why it's going to be so fun. But somebody's going to have to give, and honestly, the owners can hold out a hell of a lot longer than the players. Because that's what they're trying to do. Each of them are trying to get the next Aaron Rodgers deal. Everybody's trying to get the next Aaron Rodgers deal. So go ahead and give them all $50 million to shut these little babies up.
Yeah, there you go. I like that.
And just give it to them. Whatever, owners. You know, if you go broke, it is what it is. Sell the team, and then you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Make the luxury tax $400 million. You know, go out and have a team that has nothing but the best of the best players, and then have them go 142 and 12. Because we're not gonna have 162.
What? Yeah, no, I liked you guys' show. I loved the show you guys did last week without me. I thought you and Austin were incredible, Nick.
Yeah, I was just over here. I was just here.
You pretty much were just over there. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like a starfish. Like just there. I'm just kidding. You know I like you. I really liked y'all's show last week because it was
did you read
No.
Jake's?
the minute they agree to a deal, everyone is going to share the post, start drafting fantasy teams, and be checking updates on free agents. Everyone's a bluff. Baseball's not dead. It just has COVID. It's on a quarantine, baby. It's on quarantine.
You're right. I'm not sitting here saying that I'm not going to watch 162 Atlanta Braves baseball games.
I'm going to watch
'cause I
162
am.
Reds games.
Yeah.
I feel like you guys last week said it the best when I feel like everybody is like 100% against the owners in this. And, you know, maybe it is 60-40, 70-30, but the players are not blameless in this. The players are not budging on their demands. The players are not even trying to meet halfway. They're like, it's going to be our way or we're just not going to play. And the owners are like, all right, we won't play.
Right.
We got our money.
Yep.
I don't blame them in a way. I appreciate the players now starting to come around a little bit. Like, okay, we'll do the pitch clock, which we'll get into that.
I
think it's a great
like
idea.
it. I like the pitch clock. Now, the bigger bases makes 0 sense to me. We're not talking about T-ballers. I don't understand what the bigger bases even means.
I guess if
Did you guys see it with the base size? Did you see the meme where it showed the size of the base scale to Jose Altuve?
Oh God.
But yeah, I think
that was funny.
that one, and then the banning of the shift.
That's so
That
dumb.
right there is killing. That's what I'm talking about with the death of baseball. Not so much of it not coming back, but banning the shift. I mean, that's like taking away fake punts.
Yeah.
Onside kicks. I mean, it's like taking away fake field goals. I mean, icing the kicker.
I think it was Marcus who said it in our group chat. It was like, if you can't hit down, if you're shifted and you're a left-handed batter and you can't hit down the third base line, like, you don't need to be in the majors. Like, what's going on?
You don't even have to hit, just bunt.
Exactly.
That's all you gotta
when
do.
your third baseman is playing right center field, just bunt, and that's an easy double, even for people that are super slow.
I just feel like
Just bunt.
Imagine like somebody said this. I can't take credit for this. Somebody said it on the ESPN Northwest Florida comments. Imagine the NFL saying you can no longer play a prevent defense. Like, you just got to play a regular defense on the Hail Mary.
Yep.
That's bullcrap. It's terrible. Imagine I think it's the most ridiculous idea.
Hey, Brian Graham, I need you to explain yourself. You say the shift needs to go away. Explain yourself. Give me
Please.
your side.
Hey, yeah, everybody, leave some comments. How do you guys feel about banning the shifts? Because I can't find a good thing about it. Listen, I'm a Reds fan. We hit into the shift a lot, and I'm for it's part of the game.
So don't give me that bull crap saying, oh, they're trying to speed the game up with players moving around. Like,
Now,
if anything,
That should be part of the pitch clock.
that should be a part of the. No.
If anything, it's keeping the shift is helping you keep down because you're hitting to the shift. You're getting more outs more frequently.
I can say this, that I do think you take the shift part out, and they should go back to what they had talked about a few years ago.
5-man infield.
Yeah. Middle's closed, baby.
Go back
Middle's
to
closed.
making sure that the batters don't get out of the box every time. I get sick and tired of watching these guys get in the box. They take a ball. Obviously, they didn't mess up their gloves. They step out. They take both gloves off. They go back. They do their little ritual, and then they get back in. I mean, if the pitchers are going to be held to a pitch clock, one, what is going to be the infraction that happens when you go over the pitch count? And two, what if it's not your fault? What if the batter's just hanging out outside the
I'm sure
the
there's a clause in this agreement.
But will
think
the
they
batter
just
get
threw
a
it in there.
strike? Like, because we
Yeah,
can't
I'm
just
sure
give the
there's
pitcher
something.
a ball.
Yeah, I don't think I think if the pitcher is ready essentially, but the batter is just wasting time, then I think there might be warnings that are given to hitters.
So
I think that was probably what would happen. They haven't disclosed the full rule on that, but I'm just going to go ahead and throw that out there.
We were talking about something else this is going to add back to the game. I don't remember if that was with you. It was either with you or Adam today. We were talking about this is going to add stolen bases back into baseball as well. Because now, like, they're going to be able to say, all right, 17 seconds. It's a 19-second clock because there's somebody on base, right? I think that's it. If the bases are clear, it's 14. If there's somebody on base, it's 19, I believe.
Yeah.
And they're going to be able to say, all right, we're at 17. I'm going because they gotta pitch.
They gotta
now.
do something.
They got to
Yeah.
start getting that ball off. So maybe stolen bases will get back into the game.
Yeah.
See, but
which
now that
might
makes you
increase in
think.
bulks.
Yeah.
So what about
Yeah.
like somebody Ricky Henderson, who just had all those stolen bases, but this guy Ronald Acuna, who actually can, or Trey Turner, who can actually steal bases, but never came close to what the Ricky Henderson numbers were. Now, what if he does? Do those stats
No.
actually count?
I'm gonna tell you right now that Ricky Henderson's stolen base record is probably not going to get.
I'm not
touched.
saying it's going to, but I'm just simply stating,
were to?
like, yeah, if it were to, will it count?
I don't.
Well, that's also it's also the same thing when the NFL added 17 games. Oh, well, what happened to the people who got these records with 16 games? What happened to people who got it 14 games?
Right.
It happens. That's how you get it in the area you play it in. And unfortunately, if in 10 years there might be 20 regular season games. We don't know.
So here's Brian's response. I grew up in an era where it didn't exist. If it did, it was rare because it was barely used. I'm referring to the 80s and 90s. Everyone complained because the game was and is boring at times. If you want fans, make the game fun, get rid of it.
I understand, like, that's what this is all about. We want people to stay watching baseball. We want to keep people's attention. I mean, I think this one was the second lowest rated World Series in the last 15 years. And it had a team with heart, with the Braves. So that shows that the sport's dying. So I understand that they want to get excitement back into the game, but really banning the shift, I mean, all that's going to do is more offense, which is cool, but that ain't it. That you're literally changing the game at that point. You're changing the game in a horrible way. That's terrible. Imagine. I know I've already said this, but imagine them saying you cannot play a prevent defense on a Hail Mary. You just can't. It takes too long to get your players set up. You got to run a regular defense. That's rhetorically stupid. I almost rhetorically stupid. Almost went non-politically correct. Yeah, almost. I'm getting a little heated because it's stupid. Imagine what's it called, David Hayes? I know you're watching. What's it called in hockey? What, like where you put your all-out defense in to try to stop them from scoring?
Is it prevent defense?
It's not a prevent, but you know what I'm talking about,
Right.
I have no idea.
Imagine in basketball.
I like how he's asking David Hayes, who's going to take him a few minutes to chat back.
Okay, so what if they said, hey, in basketball, you can't do a full court press?
Yeah.
You got to let them get the half court before you start playing defense.
By the way,
Stupid.
if you hear what sounds to be static, it is not static.
Yep.
It is raining like crazy over here, and we are in a tin roof shed. So
Yeah, right on workshop.
Right on workshop is got a tin roof.
Full time.
Yeah. So what?
What? Hey, I do want to take this opportunity here because I think we're about halfway through our agenda. We got some big stuff coming up on the Right On Network side of things. We're very excited. We've been kind of waiting on these opportunities to come up. Obviously, the Obi-Wan Kenobi trailer dropped today. You can go to the Right On Network YouTube channel and see mine and Adam's initial reaction to that. Friday, we are going to have on the YouTube channel Dan and Scott for the Right On Squared Circle are going to have former WWE superstar James Ellsworth on their show. I'm going to video. What? It's going to be their first interview, and it's going to be great. I'm excited to see how those guys handle it, and that's going to be their first video podcast as well. So pretty excited.
Nice.
And then on Monday,
Then you essentially, if you tune into that one, I mean, you're going to see some pretty ugly folks.
yeah, pretty much. But it's the sexiness that comes out Monday.
That's right.
Because Nick Gurley and I are going to be sitting down with Emmy award-winning actor Jim O'Hare from Parks and Recreation, played Jerry Gergich. His Emmy was not even from Parks and Rec.
Nope.
His Emmy is from Bold and Beautiful.
Yep.
Incredible opportunity that we've been gifted. Can't wait for you guys to check it out. So just go make sure you go to the Right On Network YouTube channel. You can subscribe. And also, if you don't like watching the show on Facebook, you can watch it on YouTube. If you hit the subscribe button, you're going to get a notification anytime we do it. So,
Yes, sir. Yeah, we're going to start trying to focus more on our YouTube because Facebook seems to kind of throttle us a little bit. It doesn't seem to work as much. So we're going to start moving a lot of our stuff over to YouTube because of what Facebook does, which, watch, the whole stream will just shut down in a second.
we've had I was going to say,
start talking bad.
Yeah.
we've had a ton of viewers this whole thing, and they're all Facebook. So
Yeah.
it's kind of hard to say.
Yeah, but we have some big stuff coming up. I mean, I'm going to try to talk. Jim and Kyle into doing the entire interview shirtless. So tune in for that.
I will do it if Jim does it. I'm just letting you know.
Yep.
Just throw
and
it-
I'm the
just
only
throw
one
a
that's
pin
going to
in the
wear a
cup.
shirt on.
Just throw it.
I'm the only one that's going to wear a shirt. So
Just make a pin in the cup.
Yeah.
And you'll be good.
yeah. All right.
I'm with it. I'm with it. So he says for late votes for Peyton. Matt Seedorf, it's shut down. The vote count is the count is done. Stop the count. Stop the count. All right, let's move on from the depressing stuff in baseball and talk about the biggest news in sports without a doubt this week. Russell Wilson is no longer a Seattle Seahawk, despite what what's Pete Carroll says. Oh, he's not going anywhere.
Nope.
No. Well, turned out not to be true. Russell Wilson is going to the Denver Broncos. The Broncos get Russell Wilson and a 4th-round draft pick for Drew Lock, Shelby Harris. This is the one I don't like.
Yeah.
Noah Fant.
It made no sense to get rid of Noah Fant.
Terrible.
Again,
Terrible.
like I mentioned to you guys, something has to offset the Drew Lock pick.
It sucks. It sucks for Noah Fant. First off, he's got to go to Seattle. Second of all, he keeps the same quarterback.
I don't think Drew Lock is really that bad.
I don't think he's that bad either. And you give him somebody like Pete Carroll, I mean, I think he'll open it up in him a
What's he
little
going to
bit.
do over there with DK?
Still have DK.
I mean, it's
still
not
have
like
Tyler
that offense
Lockett.
isn't nasty. I
Yeah.
mean, that offense is still going to be nasty,
That
especially.
offensive line is
Bo,
bad.
Bo, I
Yeah,
kind of
it's garbage.
disagree with you, but we'll get to that at a later time.
Bobby Wagner got cut too, so
Yeah, I know. I
Free
saw
agent.
that. And now they're
Will he go to Denver also?
no.
With
I don't
Von
know. I
Miller?
don't know where he's
Because
gonna
Von
go.
Miller
Von Miller's
already
talking
talked about going back to Denver also. So
be big.
Ooh.
So
Von Miller and Bobby Wagner. Good God.
yeah.
they also got
If
two
this was
first.
the
10 years ago, we'd have been really, really hot and horny.
2 first-round picks also for the Seahawks, 2022 second-round pick, a 2023 second-round pick, and a 5th-round pick. So I want to ask you guys first. It looks like the Seahawks are kind of gutting it. Well, getting rid of Russ, getting rid of Bobby Wagner. There's a couple other rumors too. Pete Carroll. If the Seahawks are really getting ready for a rebuild, does Pete Carroll, what do you think he should do? He's 71 years old. And I mean, I know that's not exactly old in coaching, but that's pretty old to be a part of a rebuild.
I do wonder if are they really going to rebuild? Because right now, I mean, there's a couple of quarterbacks out there that could run with that offense a little bit. They're not going to be Russell Wilson. I'm not saying that, but either they tank right now to go get next year's picks, ought to be really bad. But you got to think, those first-round picks are going to be the later part of the round. All of those picks that they just got from Denver, because his contract is ran through for quite a while, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, if his contract is ran through for that long, I mean, they're not going to have, great picks out of this. I mean, not that they're going to get at the very front or anything like that,
Right.
but if they still have DK, and if they're going to bust, trade him. Trade him to the Green Bay Packers.
Yeah, that won't happen.
Well,
If they trade DK, it'll be to an AFC team.
yeah, it'd probably be over to somewhere, maybe Indianapolis.
Why?
Well, because if
If you're that far out, what do you care?
Yeah,
They're
true.
not close to winning. If they're going to go to a full-blown rebuild, I do not believe that we will see another Tampa Bay Buccaneers you'll see that in baseball. You don't see that in the NFL.
Right.
So why would that matter to you at all? DK will be at the end of his rookie contract by the time you even have a team that another team would even spit at.
Oh, Zach Lesnar says the Seahawks should use those picks to get Deshaun Watson.
Watson's pretty much untouched until his legal matters are
I was about to say, nobody is going to spin picks. I think Houston is stuck with Deshaun Watson until his contract runs out, and he just signed one.
Yeah.
Because there's no way, absolutely no way,
Not for that
anybody
asking
gives
price.
them. No,
Maybe you take the risk for something a little less,
like
but
a
not,
second-round pick.
not for 3 first-rounders.
No.
They're not
Why
going
would
to
you
take
do
that
it?
risk at this point.
And the NFL, what I don't understand is why the NFL is just waiting around to let that happen.
It is
They're
kinda
just
sketchy.
waiting. They're just waiting for somebody to make a trade so that then they can punish that team.
And
I
And I
read
don't
that
really
too,
understand
Colton.
that.
I read that too. New England is rumored to be inquiring about DK Metcalf this week. I did read about
okay.
that.
Yeah. All right.
That would be great.
That would
Give Mac somebody to throw to. I mean, not good for me by any means,
right.
but
Yeah.
give that man somebody to throw to.
Yeah.
There's several teams that would take DK Metcalf. The only thing is do the Patriots even have enough to give up?
I think we got the start of free agency next week, Marcus.
Good God, it's raining out there.
It is pouring down.
I think
right
Maybe
I
I
think
don't
so,
have to
yeah.
jump in the
Well-
pool because I'm just going to be soaking wet,
Just go into
walking
the
to the
car.
car.
Stand in the rain for 5
Some-
minutes. That's all we want.
Somehow Bill Belichick will figure out a way to tell Seattle that DK is only worth a 5th-round pick in 2028 and get him. Like, I don't know how he does it, but he does it.
To me, I think the Seahawks won this trade because you see what they got in return. They're able to load up on picks and go and use those picks to rebuild the team and tank and go get Bryce Young.
They kind of got their picks back that they got rid of for that
Jamal
abysmal
Adams.
Jamal Adams trade.
Yeah, that was bad. So
Anyway, go ahead, Marcus.
I'm going to say that Denver won this trade. Franchise quarterbacks are something that you have to have. Russell Wilson is a franchise quarterback. He's not on the high end of 30s. They're thinking maybe he could last there, be at the tier level he's at for maybe 5 to 7 more years. 5 to 7 years, and when you have a franchise guy like Russell Wilson, you're going to get more free agents that want to come play. You're going to have veteran guys that want to play. You're going to have rookies that want to come and they're going to be excited.
Except
to
for
play.
linemen because he likes to complain about them.
But
Well,
that's a tough
But
division.
Seattle
to come in.
Seattle is a miserable place to live in to begin with. Nobody wants to live there. And we don't know who the head coach is going to be. It could be Pete Carroll this year. It could be somebody else the following year. And then if their team sucks and they don't win 4 to 6 games, also in probably one of the most competitive divisions in the NFL, it's hard. But with Denver, this is definitely now the most competitive division in the NFL by far.
It's definitely
And-
going to be interesting.
Yeah.
There's a lot of young talent on the team. Jerry Jeudy, Cortland Sutton, Tim Patrick, Javonte Williams. Melvin Gordon's pretty much gone, so I don't know what that's about. The defense is actually really good. It seems like it might work out pretty well for Russ. We'll see what happens.
Absolutely.
I-
I'm with it. All right. What do you got over there before I move on? Because I'm going to change the next subject. I know I got Carson Wentz in here, but there's something else that I think is
I don't believe that trade means anything whatsoever. Carson Wentz got traded
to the Commanders.
to the Commanders.
Commanders!
Go
Yeah.
Commanders.
Let's just say that was the Colts just taking him off, whatever. He's going to have to compete for a starting job regardless, period.
Hashtag
Done.
take command.
I do
Yeah.
want to know. I do want to ask though. The Colts literally came out and said we're going to either cut him or trade him. Why did they offer so much for him?
Fair.
What'd they get, a third-round pick?
They got
They offered more than that.
22nd
2022 third-round pick, a 2022 second-round pick, a 2023 conditional third-round pick that'll convert to a second-round pick if Carson Wentz plays 70% of the snaps.
hell?
They gave up a lot. And these are going to be good draft picks, by the way.
And Washington is paying 100% of his salary next year.
Well, that's basically what the Colts gave up whenever they got Wentz from Philly.
So I am going to say this
God.
that outside of what Dallas, that division's trash, isn't it?
Outside-
yeah.
I mean, with Dallas.
Yeah.
Even with Dallas.
Okay.
Even with Dallas.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, but Dallas is basically guaranteed to go to the playoffs in that division.
I don't know, man.
Every single
Some
year.
of the stuff that I'm seeing from what Dallas want to do, bro, 6 wins might take this division.
Kyle Albritton is saying it's raining over there in honor of Seattle.
Yeah, again, I'm sorry that if you guys can hear that, but definitely make sure you stick around for a little bit longer. We have a big announcement here at the end of the show. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
What's the announcement? You want to go ahead and just get into it or no?
We do have an announcement. No, it's for Marcus. We have another announcement.
Okay.
Here's what I want to ask you guys, though, and I want to hear some comments on this because this might happen before next week's show, and I want to talk about this. Christian McCaffrey on the trade block, apparently. The Panthers are listening to offers. What's the best fit for McCaffrey?
Oh, are we going to go in this little circle here?
I mean,
What
well,
do you
really,
think?
there's 32 teams, and 31 teams are a good fit for Christian McCaffrey.
Right.
But where would you like to see Christian McCaffrey end up? There's a lot of teams that are a running back away in many cases.
So I also saw something, and this doesn't seem so far-fetched. It's there are from
Swear
what
to
I've
God,
seen,
if he
it's like
says
it's
Dallas,
a rumor.
I'm
No.
gonna lose my
it's
shit.
a rumor. It's a rumor where teams are looking to trade for Christian McCaffrey, but use him as a slot receiver instead of a running back.
So I could see it because he's been injured.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I was going to say. A team that already has a somewhat decent running back, but isn't good at catching the ball as well as running. So get him with a. I'm not going to say take him to the Titans, but I'm just saying like get a Derrick Henry type that does nothing but run the ball, and then let Christian McCaffrey run the ball some and catch the ball out of the backfield. But moving him to slot, putting him at running back, letting him get, I don't know, 8 to 12 carries a game, and then catching 6 to 10 catches, which is about what he does now. But normally they give him the ball 25 plus times.
I would love to see him in New England.
I thought you were about to say some.
I thought he was
going
to
to
say Saints. Yeah. If anybody says
$79
there,
an hour.
No, I
No.
can say this. There is one team here that I would. I mean, that is somebody's
I'm not gonna say
fan
it,
team,
but
and
we could definitely
they
use them.
definitely would be a good pick, and
Oh,
that would be
yes.
Miami.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
yes.
Miami
Yeah.
would be I mean,
I don't
look,
think we're a running back away, and I wasn't gonna say Miami for that reason,
right.
but
Miami is the
absolutely.
one team. Like right now, you could look. The Saints got Kamara if he ever gets to play again because he likes to punch people in the face.
My man was in Paris this past weekend.
Yeah,
And
how
what
does
does that
that
have to
even?
do with
How is
anything?
this still happening? Like, and nobody said anything about it.
What, that he's in Paris?
Like, no, that he got arrested and like all this happened. He played the Pro Bowl. They were like, yeah, like we know he's at the Pro Bowl. We'll let him play, and then we'll arrest him.
Yeah.
Like, how does
He-
that work?
His court date got postponed till April. I got a notification saying that his court date was postponed till April. Open up Instagram, and the first thing was his page. I follow him, but he was talking about him and his girlfriend in Paris. I was like,
The good thing is he's not like
she better not make him mad.
The good thing is he's not like some of these other running backs that like to beat their own woman.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah,
So, I mean, at least it was just a person, wasn't it? It was just some.
yeah. It was just
like
some poor
dude.
guy, and
Yeah.
it was only 7 of them that jumped him. I don't know what the big deal is.
Yeah.
No, for me, that Christian McCaffrey, Zach Lesnar stole my pick. Oh man, as much as I would be
Houston Texans.
disgusted to see it,
Buffalo Bills.
the Buffalo Bills.
They
Dude,
are.
we're talking about a team that is literally a running back away, probably.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think because of how, again, I mentioned this division is super competitive. I think the Raiders should go for him.
see. Okay,
Pair him with Jacobs,
because I don't think Jacobs is
Ooh.
all that.
but he's a thumper.
He's
you
a
can let
thumper,
him do the thumper.
but
do
he's
the
What I'm saying
thumping.
is like
a
you can,
toothpick
but you
thumper.
can.
Like
Josh McDaniels,
I can't get
Josh
you on
McDaniels
video.
is the head coach there.
Yeah.
You can create packages
I know,
for
I
Jacobs
know.
in the backfield. And
But I'm gonna
Christian
come back
McCaffrey's
in.
slot.
and sit in my chair.
And
Maybe
that
not.
takes a lot of pressure off of Darren Waller. A ton of pressure off Darren Waller.
I just want to get this over with.
Also overrated. We're not gonna make you do
Baller.
it. We'll just make you stand in the rain.
I'm not gonna just
Bring
stand
a
in the
change
rain.
of clothes next week.
Colton Thursby is definitely.
We're talking
set-
about the pool right now. The sports show's
Okay.
dead to me.
Well, Colton Thursby saying the Chiefs they trade Clyde Edwards-Helaire and a pick.
Listen,
No,
every
man.
running back that the Chiefs touch turns to shit.
Yeah, like, come on, man.
That is true.
Like,
I don't want them going to the Chiefs.
they got Tyreek and Travis Kelce.
Yeah, they're
They'll be no
really
more.
not a running back away either.
No, I mean,
even
They're
run
going to
the
throw
ball.
the ball. They're going to throw it. They're going to do all that. There's no reason.
they've gotten their guys. They've made guys work. Jarek McKinnon had some good games.
But if you're moving him to slot, would you take CMC over Mecole Hardman?
we already have CMC. We have Tyreek Hill.
It's a good point.
That's
but
literally
double
what he
two
would
of
be
them?
doing. Yeah, but then you're using two of your offensive spots for two guys that can't go more than 4 yards downfield to catch
But then
the ball.
you can use Tyreek Hill to return
but
kicks
then
and
somebody's
punts
going to
again.
complain they don't get the ball, man. It's going to happen. That's
gonna-
too much. Well, they re-signed Josh Gordon, so there you go. Have a good one.
I agree, Sean.
Someone
His
that we-
career would die in Oakland because there's no football team in Oakland.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
That's a good point.
Another name that was mentioned too for running backs being traded that the teams are listening about is Saquon.
Yeah, we did this last week, I think.
Oh, sorry, I apologize about.
no, we
that.
did this on
I wasn't here.
ESPN. We didn't do
Yeah,
this
I was
here.
about to
I'm
say,
sorry.
Saquon, though, he's so garbage now, man. It
Sa-
sucks.
Saquon was my Miami pick because they're the ones that'll be like, oh, McCaffrey's available? Yeah, give me the guy that hasn't played a full season in his 3 years.
Wait, out of the two injury-prone running backs, that one's more injury-prone?
Yep,
Let's
give
get
me
him.
that one. That's exactly
one's more
either that,
injury prone.
either that or the Dolphins are gonna put all their eggs in the baskets of Adrian Peterson because we love them. Arian Fosters,
go.
no Sean Marinos. We love them guys that are done.
Let's go, man.
Matt Seedorf says Lovie Smith's beard alone will win 5 games for the Texans.
5 games is the over/under, and I will go under with that roster.
Davis Mills
what is
is
going
the
on?
truth.
That isn't me.
That's not me.
Davis Mills has the same stats as Tua, but people are still trying to tell me that Tua is the future.
Tua's MVP next year. I'm 60,000 to 1 odds. You take those.
60. Yeah, I mean, I'll put $50 on it.
Hey, would have been just about the same for the Braves getting the year.
Yeah,
That's a fair point. Dolphins side Frank Gore.
that's a compliment. Dolphins sign
That's a
Frank
compliment,
Gore. Bring him
senor.
back. Yeah. Bring him back. All right, Marcus, we're going to get in the last thing here. I'm going to give you the floor. The floor is yours. Go ahead.
Oh, all right. I have to decompose after seeing that one. That was pretty funny. All right. So,
What?
as everyone knows,
What?
So, as everyone knows, Kyle and I pretty much started the whole Right on Sports show, the Right on Sports podcast, everything day one. Here lately, I talked with the boys. I think about a couple of weeks ago, I told you guys about this, but
What?
here very soon, I will be stepping away from the full time, and I will basically be part time or as needed. Reason for this is I got a new career opportunity that is going to pretty much take care of my family pretty significantly. And on top of that, having 2 little ones, and on top of that, my apparel business is taking off pretty good.
If you mention the name, you legally have to pay me.
Oh yeah, I mean they could just always they can search me up and it's right there, owner and operator.
Nah, go ahead.
But yeah, I mean we've been super
We'll give you
busy
one
with-
last free plug.
You get one free plug.
off one free plug. Okay. So yeah, my company's obviously name is Double Scoop Apparel, but yeah, I started back about 8 weeks ago, right at the beginning of January, and at the end, before I come home in April for Spiders, I will have done over 500 shirts, and it's not stopping. Like I already have orders right now as of March 9th for stuff to come back when I come home from Spiders. So, but obviously I'll still be a part of the group. I'll still be discussing all the sports stuff, and if any of the guys are out and I'm available, I will definitely make my appearance known on here. But yeah, it's been so much fun doing this full time, but obviously you have to weigh the options and figure out how to take something out. And we've always discussed at the beginning and from the whole network group, if you can't do it 100%, then you gotta figure something out with it.
I appreciate that, and I didn't say anything to you through text because I really wanted to do it here because this is really how it all began. It was you and me, and so I just wanted you to know, like I am 100% like I'm on board with that. I understand. You know that I love you. I mean, shit, dude, we've been doing this for going on 2 years now.
Right.
May 2022, right? It'll be 2 years since we started our first episode, the Carlos Williams interview. And it's come full circle, and you had to know this was going to happen. I mean, you have 2 kids now. You got your own business. You got a regular big boy job. I mean, your business is like what this is like Right on Network is to me. Like it's going to blow up and it's going to get big. So you got to give certain things away, and I understand that this has got to be it for you. And we love you, and golly, man, I mean, it's not going to be the same. I know that.
I'll still be like I said,
No.
in our conversations and things like that. You know what I mean? I'm not completely removed. I can't put forth 100% of what I want to. Like, we've all done it. We've all put a ton of time into it. And it's not fair for me to be a part of it full time with you guys inputting stuff. And I'm just sitting there on read and just going, oh, this looks cool.
Don't care. Still don't care.
Well,
But
that-
yeah, man,
it is a bummer.
It's tough because I had to sit there and I had to figure out, okay, how can I manage? And I have to cut something out.
I understand. All right, I got one more thing.
Okay, all right.
We're going to
what's
end
that?
this episode on a high note, boys.
Hold on, are we going live watching me jump in the pool, or is that next week?
I'll go live on
Oh.
Facebook on a different feed. Hey, if you want to watch Nick jump into the pool, be looking out on our Facebook Live. I'm going to do it. I want to do it on the Right On Network page. So go follow the Right On Network on Facebook.
Think I could get a towel from your mother-in-law?
Yeah, I'll get you one.
Okay.
I'll get you one.
Are we
I'll
not
get
doing
you
a
one.
right to rant this week?
No, there's no right to rant.
That was your right to rant.
because
I
I
say
wanna
the right
know-
to rant is the fact that I'm pissed off with Marcus
Yeah.
Oh,
for
okay.
leaving us.
How dare you? How dare you?
I am sorry. I'm not
Piece of
leaving
crap.
full time. Okay.
That's exactly what you're doing.
He's
You're
gonna half-ass
leaving
us.
full
He's gonna
time,
half-ass
full
us.
time to go to part time.
You're going to half-ass
I'm
us.
Oh, by the way, technically this is a step up now. Congratulations, Drew. You are now from part-time show bitch to full-time show bitch.
Yeah!
Yeah. Let's go, man.
Yeah. We're so,
Thank
so
you to
damn
the
proud.
Thank you to the live studio audience.
Hey.
Thank you.
All right, last thing on the scale of 1 to 10, how excited are we, boys? And just like that, demonetized. Stone Cold Steve Austin coming back for WrestleMania. Just quick, scale of 1 to 10. You guys aren't even wrestling fans, but I know that's got to get you some kind of amped up.
I'm going to go first because I grew up as a wrestling fan. Don't watch it now. Don't really care about it now. I will be watching that because Stone Cold Steve Austin was my favorite, is my favorite, always will be my favorite. Yes, sir. I'm
just
going to
ready
drink
for
beers
the-
with him.
I'm
Yeah,
just
I'm going
ready
to drink
for the
beers with him.
smash
Yeah.
and let's go.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Marcus, I know you're hyped too.
10,
I am
10, 10.
super hyped.
10, 10,
Literally,
10,
like,
10, 10, 10.
I'm going to give it a 10. A 10. That gets a 10.
Man, I'm so hyped, man. Stone Cold was my favorite wrestler growing up. I'm so happy. I was like, I told my wife today, I said, I'll just let you know I'm buying WrestleMania. Like,
You don't have to.
watch it.
It's on Peacock. It's like $5.
Okay, well then I'll get Peacock just for that then.
That's it.
There you go.
That's it. All right, guys, we are going to get out of here. We're going to end this show on a great note. Thank you guys so much for watching, listening, however you're doing it.
We're going to go live again right after this.
we're gonna go live on the
watch
Right On
me jump in
Network.
this stupid pool.
Go to the Right On Network page.
It's only 57 out.
That's where we're happening. I don't know what the
how
pool's.
cold it is?
It's 57.
Oh, you're going to get pneumonia.
No.
Here we go.
Oh,
All right.
It was
Here we
warm.
go.
That's why I didn't want to wait.
Last one. Get ready to hit that button. If you're ready to watch Nick Gurley jump in the pool, give me a hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
No. No.
Thanks for listening to the Right On Sports Show. Find the podcast on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Or find the guys on YouTube at Right On Sports and hit that subscribe button to be notified when they go live. In the meantime, check them out on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Right On Sports.